So, old business. I think we spoke about the library removal of the equipment, and like I said, it did go out of there, leave there yesterday, so it is all removed. The only thing that remains over there is, I think, maybe 4 or 5 pieces of concrete, and they'll be removed out of there tomorrow when they remove the mulch out as well. The Gaga ball and the pickleball update. The court is in, or excuse me, not the court, the actual foundation, the concrete portion of it, and the concrete portion of the Gaga pit is in, and the anticipated completion of the actual floor being installed, that was being shipped out. I believe it was right before the holiday. With the holiday, they don't anticipate us receiving the product until Monday. So they did assure me that next week the floor will be into the pickleball, and that portion of it should be done. What will be left will be the landscaping around it and the grass going back in. The same thing with the Gaga ball pit. That will be installed as well next week, and that flooring for that will also be delivered at that time. So the meeting dates, in anticipation of not having to have a quorum for Wednesday, I will make a motion that we move the meeting from 9/18/2024 to 9/17/2024 at 7 p.m.
Second.
Okay, a motion on the floor with a second to move the meeting from 9/18/2024 to 9/17/2024 at 7 p.m. And second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carries. So Sarah, if you could get that out tomorrow and advertise that,
Yep.
I really appreciate that. So the next on the agenda is to set up a workshop meeting for the RFPs for the engineering of the buildings. And that would be for the engineers coming in. We put out the RFPs and we received 3 of them back, and 3 quotes. I don't have the names there on my desk, I should have brought that now. With that being said, each one of the councilmen you guys received tonight, you received a folder with the RFPs into them. Actually, if I could, just take a look at this, I'll give you the names of the quotes that we received. So we received a quote from Tinkelman Architecture PLLC from 33 Arlington Avenue, Poughkeepsie, New York, 12603. And we received one from Barton LaJudas. And Barton LaJudas, I believe, is out of Albany, New York. And the third we received is GPI. And GPI is Greenman Pedersen Incorporated, and I believe they are also out of Albany, but they do have a branch office on 15 Railroad Avenue, Suite 301, Kingston, New York, and the Albany address is 80 Wolf Road, Suite 600, Albany, New York, 12205. So these 3, I would like to ask the board to look them over diligently, and I would like to have a workshop meeting on that. So next Tuesday, we are going to meet at 7 p.m. Is there a desire to meet earlier than 7 p.m.? Or is it something that you folks feel comfortable that we can address during that meeting as a workshop portion?
You want to meet earlier than 7, you said?
What would you like to do?
I don't know.
Seven's okay.
Why don't we do this? Why don't we keep the meeting at 7 o'clock?
Okay.
Why don't we dedicate a portion of that meeting to start looking at these or come with questions and comments? Why don't we stay in contact with each other from now until that time? I'm sure we will anyway, but ask the questions, and maybe we can come up with an idea by then and award them possibly that night or possibly the next meeting. But if there's any anticipation that you would like to sit down and do more of a formal discussion or meeting together collectively, then let me know and we will move forward with some sort of either special meeting in addition to the meeting or start the meeting earlier. But please, for the most important thing, do our due diligence, read and understand, ask questions, make notes, and we'll move forward with it. All right? Okay, so Town Hall air conditioning. We have had some issues with our air conditioning here over the past couple of months. It's been a crazy weather summer, but our highway superintendent has reached out and looked at the possibilities of updating our air conditioning units. He did get 3 quotes, And it says here, it says to the town board of the town of Platicille from Robert Wager Senior, Highway Superintendent. The date this was received is 8/29/2024, and this is re the town hall air conditioners. Please review 3 proposals for replacement of the 2 central air conditioning units for the town hall. At this time, I would recommend Northeast Climate Solutions for the amount of $15,500. So, there is an estimate here, and bear with me while I open this up. There is one estimate here from T. Weber.
Yeah, that one was actually very detailed, everything he was gonna do.
And that was in the amount of $16,440.59.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So, I did not see, I do see that there's a, estimated for finance of $382.56, but I did not see, I thought maybe there was something there also with tax, which we do not pay tax on. The next one is Northeast Climate Solutions Incorporated. It's 896 South Street, Highland, New York. And that came in, and it is proposal number 0305, August 8th, 2024. And that one is a quote for $15,500.
Yes, but when you, not for nothing, just looking at the estimates,
Mhm.
if you look at one, it's like they detail every exact thing they're gonna do. And
Understood?
the other one is like, yeah, there's a few things there, but it's like, it's almost, is it apples to apples? I mean, he may be doing everything the same, but it'd be nice just to see it on paper.
Basically itemized.
Yes.
Yes, itemized would be, good.
Okay, so let me just read the other one. The other one is Home Depot, and Home Depot, we have
21,758.21, I
21
think.
cents,
How
yes.
is Home Depot more than the other ones?
And this is basically the same thing. This is not, broke down. It does say it's include a 5-ton unextinguished stage AC condenser, 4-ton unextinguished stage air conditioner. All right, so we do have 3 quotes. So we have 3 quotes and questions and comments. Mr. Fazio.
I think my question, I would just like to see a more detailed, estimate, so we can compare, not really we, but, so we can compare apples to apples.
Just to make sure it's itemized is what you want, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys agree?
I think, just to have it
Yeah.
done, yeah.
Okay, so to be fair, how about, I asked that we do something, itemize these so we can compare them comparatively?
Yes.
One
Yeah.
might be giving us something, the other one is not.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So I will say, given the time of year, that we probably do have 2 weeks' time to do that. And I will
Mhm.
reach back out to Mr. Wager to see if we can come up with something that would be specifically itemized, so we can compare apples to apples.
Yeah, because Weber did give us a nice detail of everything that's being done.
And then just one other question that I don't know the answer to.
Yeah.
But who did the tonnage calculation and everything for the building? Did they each come in and do their own?
They probably, I would almost
Because what I was,
bet on it, that they probably looked at the units that are already here.
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
what I was gonna suggest.
Dwight, you have any insight on that?
They looked at the ones that were already here.
They just
So
looked at the
basically
Two
match
units.
the
different
same.
sizes.
Yeah.
for-
So my question would be almost if we upsize the unit, is there any value in upsizing the unit?
It's like the one that
To have
is for
a-
4, can we just make it 5?
No, 'cause then you'd be putting
Short
more
cycling.
power into it and being inefficient.
Are
You need the
these,
things to be efficiently matched up.
right, okay.
Get the humidity out of the building if it don't run long enough.
They are sized to do what they need to do. If you go bigger, you're gonna be spending more money on the energy, and it's inefficiency.
Kind of like a computer, you're overbuying it.
Yeah.
Understood. All right, so what's your pleasure, gentlemen?
Itemized.
just ask for more details, or?
Yeah,
detail,
just
yeah.
itemize it.
Basically on the one he recommended, I'm sure he's probably dealt with him, and he knows them, but that's all, just more detailed estimate.
Okay, so I will entertain a motion with that.
We would like to get.
I'll second it.
We would like to get
The
details.
motion? Motion, second?
Make a motion, yes.
Yeah, yeah. make-
Okay, second?
Yep.
Okay, so we have a motion on the floor just to request some more detail for that. All right. So,
In a
resolution
certain
for the
amount of
police
time.
grant. Excuse me?
In a certain amount of time.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll do that quickly. So we can get this in the books by the next meeting. I'm hoping, I don't see any problem why we would.
No.
So we have a resolution 2024, number 59, 2024 budget amendment. Following resolution was introduced on a motion made by myself. Whereas the town board of the town of Plattekill has approved to increase revenue line A3389 and increase expense line A3120.202. Whereas this is necessary to show revenue and expense for receipt of a grant monies received from New York State Division of Criminal Justice Service for the town of Plattekill Police Department Law Enforcement Technology Ledich Program. Now therefore be it resolved by the town board of the town of Plattekill, Ulster County, to amend the year 2024 general fund budget increase revenue line A3389 state aid, other public safety, and expense line A3120.202 police equipment in the amount of $115,800. Be it further resolved that funding shall be supported by receipt of a $115,800 ACH M&T bank number AP 00082503606 from Office of the New York State Comptroller's deposit on July 9th, 2024. So that is a motion, gentlemen.
I'll second
We have a motion on the floor with a second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? So carried. And we have another resolution. Resolution 2024, number 60, 2024 budget amendment. I will make the motion, whereas the town board of the town of Plattekill has approved to utilize the ARPA American Rescue Plan Act funds and increase expense line H2.0200 recreation/ARPA. Whereas this is necessary to show expense for the funds utilized through ARPA American Rescue Plan Act for the Gaga ball pit, pickleball court, playground equipment, and removal of mulch. Now therefore be it resolved by the town board of the town of Plattekill, Ulster County, to amend the year 2024 general fund budget increase expense line H2.0200 recreation/ARPA in the amount of $338,000. Be it further resolved that funding shall be supported by the use of ARPA American Rescue Plan Act funds received in the year 2021 and 2022. That is a motion,
I'll second that.
and we have a second. We have a motion on the floor and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
God bless.
Opposed? So carried. Bless you, whoever sees. Okay, resolution for 2024, number 61. This is a 2024 budget amendment. And I will make a motion, whereas the town board of the town of Plattekill has approved the utilization, to utilize the bridge ban bond anticipation note funds and increase expense line H1.0200 bridge ban bond anticipation note. Whereas this is necessary to show expense for the funds utilized through the bridge ban bond anticipation note for the town of Plattekill to retain an engineer to design a bridge and culvert replacement for Old Mill Road over Passaic Creek, including data collection and analysis development of project objectives, environmental classifications and investigations, preliminary schedule and cost estimate, and preparation of a complete set of plans and bid documents. Now therefore be it resolved by the town board of the town of Plattekill, Ulster County, to amend the year 2024 general fund budget increase expense line H2.0200 Bridge Band Bond Anticipation Note in the amount of $200,000. Be it further resolved that funding shall be supported by the use of financing is the issuance of a $200,000 serial bond to finance said appropriations and the levy of tax on all taxable real property within the town to pay the principal of said bond and interest thereon as the same shall become due and payable, and amounts received from the state of New York or federal aid shall be expended towards the cost thereof or redemption of the bonds issued therefore, or shall be budgeted as an offset to the taxes to pay the principal of and interest on said bonds. So that is a motion, gentlemen.
Second that?
We have a motion with a second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? So carried. I would like to thank Councilman O'Flaherty for working your butt off on this. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I remember
I'm sure
this
the
one.
town residents will appreciate it too. All right, so we are done with that. There is no transfers, and I will read the vouchers. So I would like to make a motion to approve the vouchers. I, Supervisor Depew, make a motion to pay the voucher detail report dated September 4th, 2024, which includes the A, general fund in the amount of $51,036.86, the DA highway fund in the amount of $31,163.79, capital projects in the amount of $840, no cents, recreation playground equipment ARPA in the amount of $84,834.80. This would be for a grand total in the amount of $167,875.45. Recognizes that the audit committee has reviewed the claims and found them acceptable for payment. So that is a motion.
Second.
We have a motion on the floor with a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? So carried. At this time, I would like to ask you gentlemen, do you have any questions, concerns, comments? Mr. Fazio?
Aye.
Mr. Castillo?
The drug task force money, did that ever come in?
That has not come in yet, and I am glad that you said that because I am going to place a call again Friday to follow up on that. I ask just about once a week, and the anticipation is that that will be coming soon, and a presentation of those funds, that check, so to speak, should be made during one of our town board meetings.
Yes.
The exact amount, I do not know what that amount
Because
is.
we've been hearing about that for over a year.
We've been hearing about that since September of last year, and actually, I think it's several years that we did not receive that. So
Yes.
the anticipation is definitely getting the best of us, but hopefully that will come over the next month or so. But I will let you know when I make that phone call.
Okay, thanks.
All right? Councilman O'Flaherty?
Nothing, sir.
Nothing. Okay, that being said, sir,
May I ask a question?
okay, for you. Go ahead.
I wanted to go back up to the engineering issue with the building
Yeah.
that you're having that meeting. You talked about 3 companies. What are the amounts that they suggested on their RFPs?
The RFPs, after the meeting, if you're okay with that, I can give you those numbers. I'll go
Okay.
through them, and I'll definitely give you those numbers.
Thanks.
All right, that being said, I will make a motion to adjourn at 8:15 PM.
I will second.
We have a motion on the floor with a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, so carried, thank you, folks. Okay, let me find